So I like flight simulators. I've been playing a lot of DCS, some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I've been having a good time. I myself actually have a pilot's license. I haven't flown an actual airplane in a long time, but maybe one day I'll get my currency back up and maybe fly a real thing. But for the time being, you know, a flight sim is a good way to just get back into it and kind of enjoy the experience, and you know, it's fun. One thing I don't have a lot of experience is racing simulators. And I've been seeing a lot, they've been getting so popular now, especially since we've all been locked down. I've even seen racing leagues pop up, and even professional guys have been doing a lot of racing sim stuff on iRacing and stuff like that. And I just watched that and I'm like, I really want to give it a shot because I haven't played a racing sim since I was like little. And I remember like the wheel that I used was like the Microsoft first gen racing wheel, and it was absolute garbage. But at the time it was mind blowing and I really enjoyed it. And I know technology has had to have come a long way since then. So I want to give it a shot. I think that's what we try to do today. So I want to try to do it on a budget, have it mobile, and be a good experience. And I think I got something good set up. Now, because I don't want to mount it to my desk over there because of the slidey around the desk deal, I want something to go here. But I don't want it to be a permanent feature because eventually the couches and stuff that's upstairs are going to come down here as I continue to build this, you know, YouTube set / media room deal. I don't want it to be here forever. I want it to be something I can fold up, store away, and then bring out when I want to play some racing sims on the old big screen. Also, I don't really want to move my computer back and forth. I guess I could run an HDMI cord all the way around. I already have one in the wall, but I'd much rather have like an HT PC, you know, right down here. So the idea is to mount, I want to do a wall-mounted PC right here. Kind of like the same setup as I did the Fan Showdown deal. But the problem is it's 2020 and you can't buy PC parts, so that's not even an option right now. But eventually that will be the plan, is I'm going to make a wall-mounted HTPC, water-cooled. It's going to look pretty sweet. So get subscribed if you want to see that build when it does show up on someday when you can actually buy PC parts. But for now, I'm going to have to lug over the old big PC. Now for our gaming display, we're going to use this. This is an 86-inch 4K 120 hertz TV that I bought on Amazon for $1,496. And I think that's a pretty good price, especially for a TV this big. To put that in perspective, the last TV that I bought was actually a Sharp. It was 1080p, 60 hertz, only 60 inches. And I think I paid like $1,700 for that like 7 years ago or something. So things have come quite a long way. And this should give me the best, most immersive experience possible without a VR headset. At least I'm hoping. Hopefully this 2080 Ti 3950X can get me some decent frame rates. It should. We're gonna be playing Dirt Rally 2.0. Should be a good time. Now for the racing cockpit, this is something that I think is perfect for what I'm looking for. It's made by a company called Next Level Racing. This is their GT-lite, and as you can see, the whole thing just folds up and is easily stored away. The best part is you can leave all your racing stuff attached to it, and then you just pull it back out, rotate everything into position, and you're ready to go. Now I haven't played a whole bunch of Dirt Rally 2.0, but from the little bit I have, it's a lot of fun. I'm really bad at it. It's one of those games that it's not an arcade game. It's a sim, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but when you figure it out, it's oddly satisfying. Now the setup that I went with after doing some research was the G935 from Logitech. And their True Force setups, the new wheel that they came out with. And I kind of just been like on a tear with Logitech lately. I have their gaming headset, which I really like. I have their wireless gaming mouse, which I also really like. So I figured that if I was looking for a starter wheel, that this would be a good pick, and I'm not disappointed in it at all. It does come with pedals. I chose to get the shifter, and I would recommend for anybody that's wanting to do this to get the shifter, because playing with and without the shifter, it does add like that little bit extra to the gameplay. And initially, not knowing much about racing sims, I figured that you just throw shifts around. It wouldn't really simulate real life, but it's pretty good. I've been grinding gears and missing shifts quite a bit more than I thought I would be. And all in all, I'm really happy with the setup. And the best part is that it holds everything stable. This shifter is mounted to this with bolts. The bolts come with it, which is great for this chair setup. So when Next Level Racing sends the chair, at least this one, the GT-lite, it does come with the hardware needed to affix the wheel, the pedal, and the shifter in the box, which I was very very happy to see, so I didn't have to hunt down my own fasteners. But man, this is really awesome. Especially on this big old TV. I wonder if we can get it pretty far away still. I wonder if it can be any better. Let's see if we can't get this a little closer. Let's find out how close is too close. I will say that's terrifying, moving a TV that large out from the wall that far, but it's supposed to hold. This is pretty sweet. I mean, talk about filling your entire field of vision. It does a pretty good job. Now, if I was only good at this game. So, in a nutshell, this thing, it's pretty much spot on for what I was looking for in a portable, storable racing simulator. I wanted something that I could just fold up and put away when I'm not using it, and this is pretty much it. And the fact that I can leave the wheel, the pedal, the shifter, all mounted to the chair and then put it all away as one unit and then bring it back out and plug it in and away you go is probably the best part. So I would definitely recommend this chair from Next Level Racing, the GT-lite, to anybody that just wants to get into sim racing. Along with the G935, I think these go very well together. This is a nice starter wheel. It has really good features. I mean, yes, there's better ones out there, but this has done everything that I needed to, and I think that Logitech has just been doing a great job on all their gaming stuff. I would definitely also recommend picking up the shifter to go with your pedals and wheel, because it just adds that little extra bit to make the sim racing just that much better. But very happy with this setup. The TV might be a bit overkill. It's pretty sweet that it takes up your whole field of view, but you can get the same experience out of a nice gaming monitor. I think the real place you want to go is like an actual VR headset in a racing chair like this, because I think that'd be really sweet. Keep in mind, this is the lowest tier in GT or the Next Level Racing lineup, the GT-lite. From here it just goes up. You can get full racing chairs on steel frames that are mounted on motion platforms. You can spend a pretty penny if you want to, and I imagine that would be pretty awesome in and of itself. But for what I'm looking for, this is perfect, and I'll leave links in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Intersect right, and 3 left, don't cut through narrow grid, upwards of a crest, intersect right of a crest, into 3 left long, tightness, don't cut.